to Wetlines. You join me, Ian Baker, on the bank for another 48-hour session. As you'll have seen from the thumbnail, we are down at Cottington Fishery for my first session here of the year. We are on, I say me, I'm on new pepper. I'd show you around, but it's currently pitch black. Yeah, got here about 5:30. It's actually now 7:30, and it is obviously pitch black. But we've managed to get both rods out. We're feeling good about life. So yeah, I'm on swim number 9 on new pepper, which if you've been up the far end is the first swim by the car park. Now, I didn't choose this swim for that reason. I chose this swim because there's not many swims left, surprisingly. It's currently the 28th of February. March tomorrow. I'm thinking it might still be a bit dead down here. Nope. Every other go-to swim you could think of was taken. And swim 9, I fished it twice before, not caught out of this one before. I need to sort that out, so we're going to do that on this session. And I was sitting down here earlier, got the old bivvy out, got it all ready. And I was just having a little breather, sitting there watching what was going on. If you're familiar with the lake, you know there's a far margin. I'm just sitting there into the far right-hand side of that margin. Bang! A fish jumps out. Oh, I couldn't be more excited about that. So obviously I've not had any success from this swim before, so I don't really know if there's a go-to spot or not. So for now, based on that fish's activities, I've literally put both my rods out on that far margin, one on the right-hand side where I saw the fish jump out, and one, which I'll show you tomorrow, or we'll overlay some footage now, to the far side. There's like a very obvious looking hole in the bush. It's probably very obvious for a reason. I'm sure everyone fishes it, but we'll give it a go for now because there's not much more I can do in these settings. So on both of them rods we've got obviously rigs and baits to talk about. So on the far right one where I saw the fish jump, because I don't know what's in that situation and because it's underneath all the detritus and could be rubbish, I've gone for a pop-up. Now I don't normally fish pop-ups very often. I definitely don't normally fish them at this venue, but I put a rig where I saw a fish and I need to know it's presented well, so we've gone for a pop-up. So on that one, because I know they're like a nutty bait here, I've already planned ahead and I've ordered myself some of the Supreme Cream from Eclipse baits in a pop-up form. Now, I've only used the Eclipse baits at Cottington's once before, and that was on Christine Lake, which I'm assuming they like the same kind of baits, and I was the only person to catch on that session, and that was with the Supreme Cream, and most of the times I've caught fish from here, it's been on a nutty bait. So we've gone for a Supreme Cream pop-up. That's what we're working with here. Gone for like the yellowy, beigey, washed out one on that one, with literally a very small handful of freebies around it and a couple of crushed up bits. And the freebies in question is my Create Your Own boilie, which we're debuting on the rigs this session. So I've got my Create My Own wafters here. Look at them bad boys. I'll give you I tell you what, this man banging. So what we've gone for there is tiger nut and coconut, and it smells absolutely banging. So the tiger nut and coconut one, much like the other one, has gone in that hole, and again with just a few freebies of the Create Your Own around it. I think it was about 6 boilies, and then I crushed up a few. So what we've seen a fish jump out already, and at some point way before I got here today, the chap down in swim 11 has had a carp, so they are on the feed. I've seen one jump out. There's a lot to be positive about. So you be sure to stay tuned. If you're new around here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers this year. Need about 150-ish by the time when I made this video, so if you can help out with that, I'd appreciate it. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. Glad to have your support once again. And yeah, so unless I don't see you during the night with a real quick carp, I'll see you in the morning. Ciao for now. See, it is now about 8 AM. Got a bit nippy last night. I didn't experience it. The lovely old Tracker 2-piece on, lovely and warm in there. But woke up to some cracking frost, so wasn't really prepared for that. I mean, I was prepared, but I wasn't mentally. I didn't think it was going to be that cold, but there you go. This is what I'm working with. This is swim 9 if you've never been here before. And as you could probably assume, we had no success last night. Nothing happened. No bites, no beeps, no nothing. Pretty dead. The fish that jumped out on one of the spots I put the rig never showed itself again. So it's about 8 AM now, so I'm going to leave the rigs in there till maybe about 10. Get through a bit of what might be a bite time. Not sure. And then I will reassess what we do going forwards. I've made a decision this year that I'm going to persevere. Whether that might be needed here or not, we'll find out, but I'm going to persevere and try zig fishing a lot more this year. Never really entertained it. I have zero confidence in it, but I've watched enough videos recently to know in certain situations it is the tactic. So I might at some point bob out there with the boat, put the old deeper on there, which I know is charged this time. See if there's any fish potentially in the area, if you trust what the deeper says. And if what looks like fish, we might put a zig on. If not, we'll have a little mooch about, see if we can find something a bit different. Yeah, go from there really. I mean, a fish has shown itself this morning. The corner of that island, about 3 or 4 rod lengths off, kind of nearly middle water-ish. More so kind of in front of that swim actually, from memory. You know, the fish are about, they're moving about. That is the current status. That's what we're working with. Like I say, give it about 10 o'clock and we'll see if we make some changes, get the deeper out, have a look around, and go from there. So stay tuned. So, just had the deeper out. Now, let me know in the comments. I've turned the fish icon symbol off because obviously that could be misconstruing things. But I found a certain little area. Well, I'll try and overlay it here on the video. Where if you turn the fish icons on, it's saying there's fish there. If you turn the fish icons off, it's still making some very fishy looking shapes on the water. So I'm pretty confident I found some fish. Let me see if I can show you from where I am here. So if I'm from my swim, literally there's a tree here. Where that overhanging branch is, literally just the other side of that tree, overhanging bit. If I am to believe what the deeper says, I've got 90% of the fish in this lake in that area. That's an exaggeration, but there seems a solid amount of potential fish there. So because I don't know, because of where it is, it's probably got some snagginess in there, some trees, some foliage, some rubbish. That is where I've put my little Supreme Cream Nutty pop-up. With literally maybe 3 or 4 freebies and 5 or 6 crashed up ones. All I've done around there, boated it around there, dropped it on there, literally about 10 seconds ago. So, that's quite exciting. That's only exciting if you believe what the deeper says. So if you've any experience where you know for sure that what that deeper is saying has been reaffirmed, like you've put a deeper out, boom, it says there's fish there, you've put a rig down, you've caught off it, let me know in the comments, because I've never really used it, found fish and caught from it before, so I don't really fully know whether to believe it or not. The second bait, I've taken them both away from the far side now. I'm thinking instead of having 2 lines going straight across, and pretty much if fish do sense that or see that, I'm kind of pretty much shutting down my whole swim in terms of they might not swim through. So obviously I've got one up close to the margin there, the other one's going to go up my other margin. So my other rod is going down this margin. And again, let me see if I can show you what we're talking about here. If not, we'll overlay it. This little tree that's hanging out in the water, literally just in there before it. Gone over there with the old deeper as well. It seemed pretty nice over there. I can only again go with what I know. So the other one's going to go right in there. Thinking there was no fish indication there or any signs of life there or anything. I'm just seeing a nice overhanging tree. It's quite nippy last night, so the water's probably obviously not very warm. They're going to want somewhere to snug up to in the old overhangs. That, to me, is gagging for it. So that's where my other rod's going to be going. Like I said, it's about 10 AM now, so right when I said I'd do it, I'm very efficient today. Makes a change. Doing things when I say I'm going to do them. So we're going to shut the camera down, and I'm going to do it. So see you in a bit. It is now Sunday morning. The sun's out, which is lovely. Nice little warm up, because once again last night it was all frosty. And I don't think the frost is helping my chances of catching a fish here. Daytime temperatures getting up to about 7 or 8 degrees. It gets quite nice. And you're thinking, feeling good about this. And then night time comes and bang! Frosty, freezing cold. So, yeah, that's not going well. But we're going to make some changes again today. On that basis, there's obviously not really any shallow water around this side, so I'm assuming, or you'd assume, in the sunny weather, they're either going to be up in the layers, so we'll have a look for zigs again, or they're going to be in the shallow areas where the water's going to be warmer. So based on that, again, never caught a fish from this swim, but I'm only basing it on what I know from previous. On the corner of that island, as it was to me here, I know that's quite a stony little area, clear to present. I'll need to double check, but I think it was kind of a shallower area. So I'm going to put a rod there, and then the other rod is probably going to go out in open water. Kind of like if you're looking from the camera towards that other bivvy opposite me. Probably just dead centre in there. We're either going to put out a zig rig if the fish are about, try and find a clear spot out there and present a tiny little package of bait. So that is today's plan. At the minute the rods are in because I did just pay the shop a little visit, paid the cafe a visit. I haven't opened this bad boy yet. We went to the cafe, got myself a breakfast roll. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not even sure I can get this out properly. Oh my, big girth on that. Look at that bad boy. Oh. So I'm going to tackle that now. As soon as I tackle this, we'll get some more tackle out there and catch a fish, shall we? We'll try anyway. Stay tuned. Now, I don't know if that come across on the video. I don't know if you saw that. As I was boating it out there, 2 fish jumped out. One, open water, obviously nowhere near my fishing, nowhere near my swim. But one, that was a little bit nearer, a little bit just in front of peg 17. I'm going to put a rod somewhere out there in open water. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to persevere with this year more. So I've just seen 2 fish jump out. Maybe they're up in the layers. So we're going to put a zig rig on. We're going to absolutely launch it over there, within my area, and see what we can get from that. Try doing the layers, because I have had some zig baits, variety of ones, all stewing in a pot full of juice, so we've got some flavour, some zig action to go on, so that may take me a while to figure out, because I've recently bought one of the new Ridge Monkey zig kits, zig, whatever you call it, floats. So I'm going to try and work out how to set that up, but that's what we're going to go with. I'll wank it out there, it's about 2 metres out there, so I'm probably going to put it 2 feet underneath, 3 feet underneath, see what happens. I think I've made this zig, zygo, Ridge Monkey thing correctly, but forgive me, don't cuss me out in the comments, never used it before, never really tried zig fishing before. I think it's going to work, but we'll see. So we've got the Zygo, I think that's what it's called, the Zygo, which, to be fair, is a cracking bit of kit because it's magnetic, so as soon as it's the water, it comes apart. And then my line, I've just got a little yellow foam one that's been sitting in some juice. Sun's out, hopefully the carp are up in the water. I'm going to launch that out there. We'll see what happens, it's rather exciting, so let's get it out there. Again, there might be some tweaks and things I need to do with this to make it a bit better. Let me know in the comments, what am I doing massively wrong? Or what can I do to improve that, because I've never used this bit as equipment before, and I've never really zigged fish before, so we're going to just chuck that out, move water, and we'll go from there. Rightio, the zig is out. I'm going to put it at the minute 3 foot under the surface. It's about 2-ish metres there, so that's about 6 or 7 foot. That's kind of half-ish water. And we'll see what happens, it's quite exciting. Good morning. It's now Monday morning, and as you can see, once again, we've had an aggressive frost and also a nice bit of fog, which looks pretty cool. So I think pretty much everything's been up against me here. Now, the main reason I came fishing was because obviously the last week or so we've had quite a few days, you know, between 10 and 14 degrees. So I'm thinking, oh, the weather's got nice. There's a good chance the fish are going to be on the munch. I look at the weather forecast, 8 or 9 every day. Oh, that's nice. And yeah, each day was lovely, but each night we've had unbelievably cold nights. I mean, I've not been cold because, hey, number one advice to people out there: don't buy Vivi heaters. Buy proper clothing. Buy proper sleeping bags. I have been lovely and warm, but out here, horrific. Frost every night, everything is iced up. Any chance I had of catching a fish, pretty much been killed by the night's weather, I would imagine. So that's not gone well. But there we go. You don't catch sitting at home watching on the telly, do you? You got to give it a go. I've tried. So far, we've failed. I think it's about 7:30 at the minute, and I'm booked on till 12. So we've still got a good few hours. Thankfully, because of the swim I'm in, my van is only just over there yonder, so it's a quick pack up when I do pack up, because I'm going to go far, and I'll probably just drip feed things around there, being that we're just here. But anyway, I digress. It's not looking good for a cow. Water's been dead quiet all night. Haven't heard anything. Nothing jumping. And the only positive I can take is at least the lake's not frozen over. There's a positive, but that's not helping me. Looks like we're on blank number 2 of 2025, so not overly happy about that. But it's called fishing, not catching. If you caught a fish every single time you come, you probably wouldn't appreciate the times you do, more so. But yeah, so if I don't have any more success, this will probably be the end of the vlog. I don't know if the video will be out yet or not, but if there's a video either out or a video coming out all about the New Direction C10 Skadel. If you want to see what that's about and you want a chance of winning it, watch the video and look out for what I say during the video to give you a chance of winning that C10 Skadel from New Direction Tackle. Again, I don't know if it's out already yet. If it is out, I'll put the link up here or up here, because I can never tell where it will be. Get over there and watch the video and see what you think. And if you want to win it, follow the instructions. But for me, on this session, from Cottington Fisheries, New Pepper Lake, in a lovely, frosty, misty morning. Keep those lines wet, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.